Hello, y'all. It's good to be back. Happy Tarot Tuesday. This is Space Dragon, Nature Fairy. Welcome to my channel. Let's get started. So, God, guardian angels, ancestors, spirit guides, allies, light beings, whoever you believe in, I welcome you into this space right now to guide the collective and myself this week with some things that we may not be aware of, but should be, with some messages and tips and signs, even colors and images to help us paint a better picture of what we need to be more aware of. Let's think of a question for Tarot Tuesday. What spirit, God, light beings, all light beings are welcome into this space for the benefit and for the good of all. Cross watchers also welcome, even though I don't like to read for cross watchers. I read for the collective, and maybe at some point I might do short 10-minute reads for the zodiac signs just to get more practice in. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll go with the flow. We'll see what happens and how I feel. But so far, Tarot Tuesdays are where it's at. I don't want to be overworking myself. I want to take my time because I also want to create quality content for y'all, for my listeners and subscribers and viewers. Yeah, welcome. So the question of this week is what energy should we take on for this week, depending on the moon cycle? We just had a new moon on the 18th, this past Sunday. And it is now Tuesday. Oh. Those felt kind of heavy. These all landed sideways, if you could see. Let me put them a little bit more over here so you can see. So we got a total of 3, just making sure. Let me flip them. All right. I'm going to read both sides. Oh, interesting. Let's read. This is really interesting. Let's read reversals first, and then we'll read upright version. Okay, so far we have the 4 of Wands reversed. We have the 8 of Swords reversed and the 7 of Swords reversed. We have 2 Swords, 1 Wands card. 4, 8, 7. So because of the way that they landed, which is really interesting, they both landed sideways, I do want y'all to take both meanings into account. So like really pay attention to both meanings. And I do want to start off with the reversals first, because usually depending on how you resonate with the messages, you can interpret the messages first being reversal or upright, whatever resonates, whatever situation and story resonates with you the most. That's how you should, I guess, try to receive the messages. So right off the bat, this is what reversed Four of Wands. So the messages are personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, transience. So you are focusing more internally. You're going inward more. Self-love. Something has caused you to find more balance within yourself, whatever happened. Others might think this is, I would say, something's telling me that there are some people that may think that this is selfish of you, or you are encountering people that just have issues with you spending more time by yourself, you being more alone, embracing your solitude more. That could be probably rubbing the wrong people the wrong way. You could also maybe be feeling a lack of support from those around you as well. It could be coming from your friends, your family, any close circles, your job, your career, your boss, your coworkers even. And you may be encountering a lot of like conflicts in communication, a lot of people breaking down or freaking out or flipping out even, maybe even crashing out. Domestic disputes, conflicts within the home because there's changes taking place or about to take place or that have. So the upright message of this card, it's beautiful. Instantly, the energy feels completely the opposite. It's not like reverse is negative per se, but it could be seen as a form of completeness, finding the inner balance, the harmony, the celebration, not just with others, which is upright, but internally, going inward within yourself, which I think is important. Form, completeness, foundations, progress, power, stability. So like I was saying, the upright messages of this card instantly feels like a celebration, so much joy, so much happiness, harmony, marriage, home, community, homecoming. You could be coming back, returning to some place. The goal could be this. Whether in, celebrating a harmony within a domestic situation and in your home, because we are talking about the home. And the first message or the second could be interpreted, because you could be, your situation in the past or in the recent past could have been all reversed, these messages. So I do want to read this just reversed, and then I'll flip the messages too. The next card, like I was saying too, you could kind of picture this as what's taken place in the recent past or now, and then eventually in the present, and then in the near future. This could also just be telling us the beginning of a story. So now, reversed Eight of Swords means self-limiting beliefs. Looks like this. Has quite a few messages. This is what it looks like upright. So upright, it means negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment, self-sabotage behavior. Manifestation, practicality, skill, absolute decisions, business, the ego. These could be areas where you could be having these negative thoughts in. And these could be things that you can't see, things you're not aware of, things that are out of your control. Because here, this woman has her arms and her hands tied with a rope, and her eyes are also covered with the same rope. And she doesn't know where she's going, and she can't feel because she can't use her arms or hands. Reverse means self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, releasing negative thoughts, opening to new perspectives, and self-acceptance, freedom. You're being too hard on yourself. And maybe others have been too hard on you in the recent past, or in like maybe since childhood, even for a while, for years. And this has caused you to have self-limiting beliefs within yourself, and it's caused you, because of what you've experienced with the people around you, whether in your family, people you grew up with, people you were around. Maybe some point in time there were some negative seeds that were planted in your mind because of the people around you. But you're in a moment where you just need to release those negative thoughts and just be open to new points of views and ways of thinking, expanding your perspective, expanding your mind, and making more space and room to grow, unlearning things that were maybe not good for you and caused you to feel insecure, caused you to feel like not as powerful as you really truly are. And others also caused you to feel that way towards yourself because of the way that they treated you. Maybe you also had a lot of bullies growing up. And that also caused you to have self-limiting beliefs and really be hard on yourself and really making it feel like there was always something wrong with you. Give me a second. I'm going to take a sip of water. So yeah, like I was saying, now I do want to focus on reversed Seven of Swords. The upright, that's what it looks like. And we will be diving deeper into the upright messages in just a sec, but just want to end the last reversed card with this. So this is someone coming clean, rethinking their approach, their lies, their deceptive ways, self-deceit even. Maybe they've been lying themselves for too long, and maybe they're finally trying to like be open and honest and vocal, maybe confess even to their secrets, the secrets they've been holding for some time. It could also be just as of recently, as of late. Very interesting. It feels the complete opposite of what the upright card is. Okay, so now I do want to read I want to focus more on the upright messages of these cards. So now we have upright Four of Wands, upright Eight of Swords, and upright Seven of Swords. So in this version, you could also be experiencing or have been experiencing a wonderful situation, right? But maybe it felt too good to be true and you were just having all these negative thoughts or just getting these negative irks, like energies or nudges from the universe or spirit or God or your higher self, or just overanalyzing. Like you were overanalyzing things that made you feel mentally trapped. Maybe you were focusing too much on the negative thoughts and this caused you to feel mentally imprisoned. Also made you feel just bad. Having this victim mentality and feeling like, oh my gosh, woe is me. It's always me. Something's always happening. Like, yada, yada, yada. Like, just entrapment. And this was either caused by or resulted in betrayal, deception, and someone thinking that they were getting away with something. And probably they did for a short period of time, whether at your job, your friendships, relationships. This person was super sneaky with it too. They acted with strategy and trickery. They were slick with it. Regaining or losing control. Mastery. Choices. Responsibility. Myth. Secrets. So whatever was hidden in the dark eventually will come to light. That's facts. Whether sooner or later, but it will. And whoever betrayed you, collective, listener, whoever's listening, whoever's watching, it's funny because they're just their own betrayal, their own deception, them thinking that they're getting away with it, because they lost control of the situation and maybe something happened that they didn't expect. Now they want to come clean. Now they're rethinking their approach. Now they're feeling bad for what they did, which caused you to have self-limiting beliefs and like made you think negative of yourself and kept you from having like an open perspective, an open mind, and accepting your freedom, your own self, your beliefs, and really feeling more confident and secure with that. This person, whoever this was, it could be more than one person too. They made you doubt yourself. They lied, they cheated, they betrayed you, whatever the case may be. They kept things from you. They weren't completely honest with you. They manipulated something. They hid, they kept secrets. They hid something from you. They did this very intentionally, thinking that you wouldn't know. But you found out. You knew. You felt it either, you heard it, you saw something. I do want to get one more card for Tarot Tuesday. Let's see what else. Spirit, what other messages? But yeah, like I was saying, this is just so funny because even though they were deceptive and they thought they were slick and sneaky and getting away with it, their own conscious, you know, wow, this is funny. 8 of Cups. This landed like this. So because this is more kind of tilting this way, I'm going to read it reversed and upright too. Trying one more time. Indecision, aimless drifting, avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss. This is them regretting what they did when they were sneaky with it. Disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, leaving behind. This could be you and this could be them as well. You're just definitely disappointed from what happened. It was messed up. It was really messed up. It was fucked up, actually. You know, this could also mean, you know, they overindulged. This caused them to feel really shitty about themselves, really guilty, really shameful. Them trying to numb themselves by heavy partying, isolating themselves even more. All of a sudden becoming a little more independent. Having more alone time. 3 is a crowd, gossip. Damn, there's just been a lot of gossip around this situation. From all the people this person has talked to or told things to, they've caused a lot of damage. They've definitely hurt this person's feelings, your feelings. And I got this card too. Wow. So I saw this first, 4 of Cups, reversed. Sudden awareness, choosing happiness, acceptance, retreat, withdrawal, checking in for realignment. This could be both of you. The person that really fucked up on you and did you wrong. This could also be you too. And you could both be doing this, you know, because of the same situation, but for different purposes. Maybe this has caused them, this has definitely caused them to be more aware. Like after this experience, I feel like this person is feeling so shitty about what they did that it's caused them to, it's definitely opened their eyes and has caused them to realize that maybe they need to be more self-aware. Maybe they should treat others more fairly. Maybe the best way to realign is to be alone and to really like heal from what they did and what they did to you, listener. And the reason why I'm reading, wow, it feels like I think I did literally read all, like this whole spread, both reversals and upright. I think this is the first time I've ever had a reading like this before, which is interesting. I know every reading is different, and I'm starting to notice that more and more. It's like a fingerprint. Every reading has a different energy. Sometimes the readings go hand in hand. Sometimes they're very different than the ones prior or after. Like it's really interesting. But anywho, back to the reading. So, listener, after having gone through all this deception and betrayal and just backstabbing and just heartache and pain and suffering and isolation, you've also, I want to also add, you've been doing a lot of hermiting, where like a hermit crab. I'm also thinking of the hermit. Sorry, I took another sip of water. The hermit card, which is introspection. You going within, kind of like I'm also picturing the hermit crab outgrowing a shell and finding a new home in another bigger shell, and sleeping in there, resting in there, pausing in there, reflecting in there, going within, celebrating after time of healing and really actually putting in the work. Then you can celebrate, really celebrate with friends, with family, with loved ones, and really be more open and creating that space after having released all the negativity, all of the bullshit. Then you can really focus more on collaborating with others on new projects, spending more time with family, community, really embracing community, attending more events, concerts, music, going more to fitness events or the gym or hiking with your friends more, just socializing more, creating more, creativity, feeling more creative, and just feeling more happy, getting more energy from all of that. I love that cute little pumpkin right there. Just the first time I noticed that. Love pumpkins. There's more in the background. Abundance, triplicity, expression, expansion of the idea, growth, first stages of completion. Okay, this could be the first stages of your completion if you do it right. Whatever feels right in your body and your mind and your heart and your soul and your spirit. All of the above. But take it day by day, step by step. Take your time. Don't try to do it all at once. Don't try to climb the entire mountain all at once. And don't let it overwhelm you. The sight of the entire mountain overwhelm you. Just focus on what's in front of you. The entrance, the trail, and taking those first steps. Taking deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So you also get less tired, for example. And last but not least, Four of Cups, upright. What a beautiful... This is actually one of my favorite cards besides Temperance, which is the Sagittarius card, which symbolizes balance, mastery, divinity, manifestation, empowerment, strength, higher self, earth angel vibes. So this is a picture of a person meditating or just having their back, leaning their back against a tree. This is one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, there's so much peace. Meditation, like I just mentioned, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, disconnected, unplugging, maybe digitally detoxing from all screens, finding more of a balance, disconnecting from the news, the world, society, for at least a few minutes a day to feel more at peace. And form, completeness, foundations, progress, power, stability. finding that stability within yourself, that foundation, grounding your root chakra, unblocking it, connecting more with that chakra, and starting and cleansing yourself, starting from the root and working your way upwards towards your trunk and up out of your head, out of your crown, up towards the sky, the stars. Wow. We have come to an end, and I definitely want to end it with one more message. Let's see what our higher self has to say. Let's see what God, our angels, ancestors, spirit guides, let's see what they want us to know. Any last messages that they have for us? What do we need to shine the light on? All right, let's pull a card from this. The multiverse. What we can and can't control. I love that. The picture almost looks like a crystal ball. Planets, marble. These remind me of marbles. But yeah, the multiverse or multiverse. Let's see what the multiverse has to say. What we can and can't control. Our universe has hundreds of billions of galaxies and stars that span tens of billions of light years. But did you know that the multiverse is a theory that suggests our universe may not be the only one? There may be an infinite number of universes separate from our own. If that is the case, even the biggest skeptic must accept that it is highly unlikely life on Earth is the only form of life. It's therefore important to recognize that while there are some things that we can control, mainly how we ourselves choose to think and act, there are many other There are many others far beyond our control. The message. This card is a reminder for you that every decision you have taken has led you to where you are now. So there's no point in looking back with regret. What's done is done. Start from here and be mindful of the next decision that will influence your life, as it's you in the driving seat. Yes, certain things are down to fate and destiny, but if you don't like where you are, then take control and change what you can. No one else can do it for you. However, it's important to know the difference between what you can change and what you can't. Fate can't be influenced by your actions. That's in the hands of a higher power. The exercise. For 10 days in a row, say this affirmation out loud 10 times before you go to bed in order to foster a deep sense of belief in yourself that you can change for the better in ways that you want to. I have the courage to change. Then write your own personalized affirmations on the same theme to say for the next 10 days. All right. Let's do one more card. I'm feeling one more card. Since we got like a spacey themed card, let's pull a moon card. Since we just had our new moon. I believe that was the first full moon in 2026. I may be wrong, but I know that we just had our first full moon too. So I'm guessing that this was our first new moon. Let's see what message the moon has for us tonight, or this afternoon or morning, whenever you hear this message. What does the moon have to say to you tonight? Thank you, Spirit and Moon. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Ooh, that's a gorgeous illustration too. The colors, gorgeous moon too. All right, let's see what this one has to say. Last message. Full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking is about to reach a peak, or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. I love that. I'm still learning how to do that with someone. Let's not get into, this is not about me, but I'm still also learning that myself, y'all. So that could be hard. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, but it's possible because you release that poison within yourself that you hold on to. So anyways, back to the message because there's a few more messages. So attune to the moon. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card could be doors which slam shut now will not reopen. 2, it's time for you to get back on track. 3, forgiveness will set you free of karma, which is what we were just talking about. 4, meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. So if you're thinking about it, do it. Why not? And 5, cede control and let events unfold. The teaching. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change of something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. Work with it, work through it. embrace it, understand it too, to heal from it, and also to become friends with it, to find balance, to find that balance between the lightness and the darkness within yourselves. And that's all, friends. Sending you a spirit hug and peace.